All right, welcome back. We are now on part 2 of the show, and we're talking about the Olympics and Nigeria's build-up. Last week, the Sports Ministry set up a Caretker committee for all the sports federations, and one of them is talk about weightlifting, where we hope that Nigeria will be doing well too. But the qualifiers will still be coming up in Madagascar, and we hope that Nigeria will eventually qualify some weightlifters for the Olympics Games. And our friend Lawrence Iquaibom, former national coach, an Olympian himself, Commonwealth medalist, All-African Games medalist. He has seen it all in weightlifting, and he will be in Tokyo as one of the international empires. Let's see if we can get across to Lawrence Iquaibom at the Unuyo. Hello, Lawrence.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be part of your program this moment.
All right, thank you. It's nice to hear your voice, I must tell you. And let's begin by asking you, how do you think Nigeria's preparation is going? Are you satisfied with it?
So far, so good in terms of preparation for the Olympic Games as programmed by the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport. I recall that 3 days ago, we were all in Abuja doing the inauguration of the Caretker Committee of the various sporting associations. And after the inauguration, the Honorable Minister of Sport had a meeting with the Caretker chairman of all the federations involved. And specifically said that federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport, is very much ready so that all the sports that have not attended their qualifiers will ensure that they make it possible for them to attend. And that equally affect them. As we speak, the team is preparing to participate in the continental qualifiers coming up in the next 2 weeks in Madagascar. And we have the full support of the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports, because you know very well that weightlifting is one of those sports that has been able to give medals to Nigeria in maybe last 2 Olympic Games. So this time around, I want to say we are well ready, prepared, hoping to see how we can get medal again for the country.
Okay, beyond qualifying our weightlifters, the issue of drugs and the issue of whether Nigerian weightlifters will behave themselves when they get to Japan is equally something that we should be talking about. I hope all that is being considered.
You mentioned drug. Let me say that here, in the issue of drug, the Federation is very much aware of that. And we've tried to take the necessary precautionary measures to ensure that the athletes are well educated and to let them know the do's and don'ts that involve in weightlifting. We let them know that banned substance that is not acceptable in sports. And at the same time, we hope to ensure that from time to time they are being made to go through the normal process of testing by NIDA. I'm talking about the national body in charge of dope testing in Nigeria. So we're going to get them well tested before the Olympics to ensure that we maintain the good name of the country by the time we participate at the Olympic Games. Talking about them not coming back after the competition, you know, Olympic Games is all about qualifiers. So we are looking at 1 or 2 persons at the end of the day that will qualify for the Games. So I don't see any possibility that maybe any of them will go to Japan and say we will not want to come back to Nigeria.
And then on a personal note, Lawrence, we hear that you are gunning for the Nigeria Weightlifting Federation presidency after the Olympics. Is that true?
That is quite true. That is quite true. I can affirm to that. And by God's grace, we've been working to ensure that that is made possible.
All right, we wish you the very best of luck. Thank you, Lawrence, for sharing your thoughts with us on Sports Bay here. We really appreciate this.
Thank you so much, Josh. It's nice talking with you.